Hello. What's up, guys? Welcome in. My name is Casey. I am the Guardian Oracle 33. Welcome to the channel. This will be a read for the water signs, the element of water. Welcome in. Welcome in. Come on in. Alright, I did not have channel messages for this segment. So we're going to see what the higher self wants us to know. Kind of peel back a few layers. Alright, Holy Spirit, Holy Angels of the highest bright light, calm you, clarity, guidance. Archangel Michael, thank you for guarding the gates as I channel these messages. I ask that these messages be true to the highest good of my abilities and for the highest good of all. Divination is used as a tool to check in with your own intuition. I'm not going to sit up here and give you a whole scheme and a storyline. I'm not your reader. Okay? This is for the psychically or those that are emotionally challenged. This is you got to figure your own stuff out. I just bring in the tips and the clues and the, you know what I mean. So connect with your spirit guides. Open the pathway to connect for the highest good of all. That message will come through my spirit guides and into my energetic field. Everything's happening now, so even if you're watching this after the fact that it's recorded, it's amazing. I've seen lots of miracles. What's up, Jen? What's up, Jenmer? Thank you guys. Welcome in. Let's go for the water signs. What does water signs higher self want them to know at this time? So dreams. Okay. So confusion and expect the unexpected. You've got two cards for the higher self oracle that came out. Hey, your chip's over there in your spot. Alright, you got confusion that comes out. We're going to take a little bit of a look into there. Page 43. I want to say too, water signs, there could be like a lot of kinetic energy that you have or that you connect to through others, or it almost excuse me, that sometimes if you're not really tuned into what's yours and what's not, so we're going to look at this and see. And then you've got the expect the unexpected. So it feels like, look, she's like, it all makes sense now. See how it's just coming out? Water signs, there could be something that you are safeguarded. Okay, or safeguarding, or protected from. I feel like on a spiritual level there has been a great deal of some scary growth that you've experienced within your own being and seeing the spirit of those on others. I feel like I'm talking to somebody who's either like a demonologist or somebody who knows how to accurately travel through different times or realms of dimensions, with the dreams being out here, some sort of dream weaver, dream caster. Somebody probably's done this since they were young, being able to get out of their body or to travel in that way. Okay, I really feel that energy around Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer. I do feel like the person I'm speaking to possesses some sort of, I'm hearing demographic, but some sort of geological understanding of grid work or important points. I heard pressure points, acupuncture, so throughout the body, and also how certain stones or elements play off of the instruments of life, but it has to do with the geography. So I'm not sure if that's where you're traveling. I think they're just trying to find some old stones or crystals, or they're doing this with other people, fossils, bones perhaps. I'm not sure. I'm hearing Goliath. Okay, so. What's up, White Raven? What's up, Alicia? I love you guys. Welcome in. Okay. This is by Henry, okay? Henry Miller. So those names could be prominent here.
Hey, my shit. Hey, my shit.
You're such a pain in my... Also, water signs, like, you could be craving more salts or like salted, spicy. Okay, so maybe seeking out that element, that mineral of salt, okay? I do feel like I'm touching on some sort of healing energy that has to do within the planet. Definitely to say it feels like grid work. I'm hearing theologist. I'm hearing bicentennial. I'm not sure what that bicentennial. Wasn't that something to do with the dimes or something? Bicentennial year. What was that? Forgive me. I missed a lot of school. Bicentennial year. So that's coming through. Is there a bicentennial man? Bicentennial man. What is bicentennial man? What does bicentennial mean? My nose is itching. Bicentennial. 1 year? Bicentennial. Bicentennial man. Okay. Feels like too now I'm kind of like standing outside of, I heard wetlands, but it's not. I feel like I'm at a gravel pit or yeah, like a cleared spot. Feels like there's mines here. You know, it is a mine, but it's not what you would think it is from the outside viewpoint, or if you aerial viewed it. It's kind of like what's in the mines here, okay? But I do feel like I'm in some kind of mining land, and I can feel the cave-like structures. They feel secure. It feels like there's a lot of traffic that goes in and out. There might be something here. It's weird. I was asking spirit guides, and then I heard shallots. Shallots are like an onion. It's almost interesting. I wonder if they're not packing something in vegetation. Are they feeding something in there? There's some interesting things, you know. Are you in communication with extraterrestrials? Bigfoot, Sasquatches, giant people, underground people? It feels like there could be a connection here. This is something that's happening psychically or intuitively, perhaps. I keep thinking that's a Coors Light in front of me. I want to drink it. Maybe somebody drinks Coors Light. Right. Right now, the guidance of your higher self is being drowned out by the mental chatter of your ego. While the ego is rational and logical, it is a mental system created by fear and instinct and doesn't always access to the wisdom born of love, which is the spiritual genetics of your higher self. Your higher self speaks quietly but continues, or as you were, but contains the intelligence of your heart and your spirit, which will help cut through the confusion you are now experiencing. Don't put that on your toe. Currently, there is a situation in your life that needs clarity. You may be trying to understand why you were let go from a job or why you weren't promoted, perhaps why you're trying to grapple with unforeseen financial difficulty and need clarity or assistance. Further, you may be struggling with an illness, need of help or understanding the root cause, or finding an appropriate healing treatment. So I did feel like that healing waters or salts. This card is asking you to be still and tune into your higher self, since it contains the knowledge you need to help you along this path. Alright? Your higher self is present and reachable, but only if you relinquish the mental chains of fear, confusion, and indecision. Your higher self alone may not be able to solve the problem immediately, but it will provide you comfort through understanding, which will help you tackle obstacles wisely. Okay? I feel like whatever it is, too, that has been confusing, it feels like in the recent past or the past, I actually feel like water signs are somebody who keeps going back to specific years or occurrences or deaths or specific situations with like law enforcement or like how a series of events have unfolded. I think sometimes you're not sure if they are non-coincidental, like coincidental for like the soul path. You go get your other go get your other wrappers and go throw them away first. I'm hearing like strange occurrences right now, so they're in the living room. Go find them. That could be why they expect the unexpected. Like maybe there has been patterns that you've noticed within yourself or within others that has led you to your level of experience. And no, I don't think it's in there, is it? No, it's not. It's out there in the living room. Go look. I just gave you, you had a green one. Whatever it is, and however treacherous it may seem or feel, it feels like that higher self steps into when you relinquish, because it's like taking you to certain times, like why did that happen? What was that experience? You know, is this paranormal? Beyond that, is this what interdimensional travel feels like? What do I do with it? So it feels like maybe you struggle with meditation, settling down. Maybe you're somebody who's always constantly going or doing things for others. A lot of water signs are, they're great humanitarians, nurturers. They have a tendency to put others before their own needs. It feels like there's a balance here. You're very resilient at whatever it is that you do out here. You know, you're virtuous, okay? And because of the virtues that you have, it has put you in front of as a gatekeeper, you know? Maybe it's been a long time since somebody like you has come along in a system or in whatever it is that brings true justice. It feels like you did let off a series of events, not just for yourself, but for others, that in the long run, it doesn't just make you stronger so you can grow from it, but it also infiltrates specific spaces, religious spaces, judicial systems. So, because your spirit's there, your energy, your higher self, everything is being aligned for as above, so below, okay? For certain spirits to be exposed on others. If you're somebody who's a very heavy prayer and you go into a lawsuit and you're in the right, you know, your prayer is that spirit on other people, that is that Holy Spirit will awaken and they'll listen. Like, never underestimate how powerful prayer is. I just want to say that. What's up, Hot Solstice? Alright. Expect the unexpected. 49. Alright. I believe in miracles. You sexy thing. What's up, Somewhere Gone? Love you guys. Hey girl, hey. You have to take a risk. We will understand the miracle of life fully only when we allow the unexpected to happen. Ooh. Ooh, you have to take the risk. You have to take the risks. So it's like, you know, it's like, fuck, last time I took a risk, my ass was in jail and fucking ended up around the wrong people. It's like, no, this is what you do. This is it. This is what all this training's been for. This is that moment. You want it. You better never let it go. Oh, you only get one shot. Do not miss a chance to grow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime. Yo. Yo, mama. Alright, settle down. Settle down. When a spirit incarnates into Earth, they have a dream in their heart they desire to manifest during their journey. Oh, this is going to make me cry. This dream may include being a service to others in some way, such as uplifting humanity, healing the sick, illuminating minds, or even balancing the scales of justice. The journey of bringing ourselves to the world is riddled with setbacks, detours, disappointments, and small wins. Yes, very small wins. However, if you've been striving for a very long time to materialize your hopes, dreams, and desires, this card congratulates you for your perseverance and fortitude. Wow. Your higher self comes to tell you that your faith and your persistence and all of your hard work has paid off. And a surprise is coming your way. Something you've been hoping for, trying to manifest and bring into being, is on its way to you. This may be support from an unexpected source, or a new opportunity, divine assistance, and a miraculous blessing, or even a gift. If you have been doubting, your higher self assures you that you have been not forgotten. Stay positive and expect something from the universe to help you on your path forward. Damn. Wow. Water signs? That's awesome. See, because to it, it's like that energy. It's like, why do things happen the way that they happen? You know, all that mental chatter. I do feel like there's a very gifted ability throughout the Water Collective. Just whatever prominent placements that you have that really make it an attribute within your genetics, or you being in a space and time that accentuate your soul or your energetic spirals of light that you release. You know, we're always doing so much more than we believe we're doing. I do feel like you're really good with your hands, very good with your hands. You could be a healer, massage therapist, somebody who your touch is very... You could work with your hands, okay? Just be very hardworking, because the hands in all of these pictures are something that's prominent. Even as he's here looking out on adventure, you know, the way that I feel like somebody here always has something in their hands, or is always working, okay? That's from the higher self for the water signs. Alright, what's your soul out here doing? What's your soul out here doing? What's your mission right now to understand through the physical vessel? What are you doing here? New beginnings. Wow. That's like unmistakable right here. Nature. Okay. I do feel like somebody too has a profound gift of like communicating with trees, plants, animals, like really wild animals. Like you notice animals, children, they all gravitate towards you. There's something that's very primitive about your nature. I don't know. I would just say just because you have like modern day clothes on, like you're very much, you work with, you know how to work with Mother Nature, okay? Mother Nature knows you, knows your spirals of light, understands your soul mission, is part of you, it's also within your genetics, okay? New beginnings. When one door closes, I believe another will open. I accept the challenges that life brings, and I acknowledge the opportunities and learning they bring to me. No more, please. Put those back. That's, nope. Give me that one. That's my special one. Thank you. Oh. Right. You have your book out there to cutter. Okay, what else is the soul bringing forth here? I really feel like you're bringing this forth. Living in the moment, in the present. Wow. And I really can't help but feel like that energy of like the super conscious, or the self-awareness, emotional intelligence, all that combined with honestly melding in the duality of day-to-day life. Being around others, seeing them for what level they're at, and just kind of being used as a physical vessel here to speak where you need to speak through, where somebody needs. You never know what you could just give somebody a hug, or if you are a channel or a medium, just allow your heart to open, and God's using you to give a message to other people that may not have heard it. Maybe because you are at a supermarket, or you're at the welfare office, or you know, you go to pick somebody up at the restaurant. You could be having a beer, watching the game at the bar because you don't have, whatever it is. You never know. God is not just going to discount you because your certain beliefs, you're not working a specific path. If anybody's ever taught you that, I mean, we're not talking to murderers here, okay? God knows your heart. Know your heart. There's healing through that, okay? Feels like you're going to be able to rest and relax, like a deep sense of you put in some work, Okay, you put in some work, and I think it wasn't as hard as you thought it was going to be, but for some reason, I think you kind of made it a little bit harder, water signs, in some ways, because there is like a lot of psychobabble. The future does not exist, and the past is gone. I focus on the present. I am once again confident in life. When the soul is ready, good things happen. So, like, your soul's like trying to get you to settle into this energy. Settle in. Settle in. Settle in. Alright, and I want to go with psychic pathways first for the water signs. This could just be things that you're working on within your psychic pathway, your higher self is bringing through for you. A lot of us have a lot of gifts, but it's hard to find the teacher, right? And I think we become the teacher if we're not. You really are getting taught through your day-to-day activities. If you're a parent, or where patience is needed, or where perseverance is needed. People around us will always teach us if we have the ears to listen, okay? We really got to tune in. Alright, for the water signs. For the water signs. This deck is so awkward. And I don't think my hands are big enough to do it this way. Oh, yeah. I'm seeing like Spalding. Okay. Got two that flip over here. You got number 63. I'm going to you guys next. Connect with your energetic heart to intuit the healing option. You may need to set a tough love boundary or gleefully follow your bliss. Ask your sixth sense what you would love to do. The healing option is the most loving to yourself and others. Make compromises of your North Star now. Make compassion. Make compassion your North Star. Wow, you're really getting asked to like kind of step out of your comfort zone, or just don't judge yourself on. Allow yourself to celebrate. Do things with moderation, okay? Experiment and be a part of, I mean, I feel like somebody's going to try shrooms or DMT for the first time. I think that they're doing it in a way that connects them to their self, but there might be, just be safe. You know, somebody's going to, like, I just feel like somebody feels guilty after they, somebody's like, I love it so much, but why do I feel guilty that I love it so much? You know, somebody loves connecting with spirit in that way. The current state of your physical self-care sufficiently affects the current state of your intuitive abilities. Whether your health is robust, you're recovering from an injury, or you are managing a chronic condition, be protective steward of the vessel that houses your sixth sense. Your body requests more support and attention now. Ooh, water sign. I feel like too, like water. Water's important here on that note. Okay, I'm going to read the 63 here. So this is choosing the healing option. So I want to see what that stepping out is. I wonder if these are by number. I don't know why, since I've gotten on the water signs read, I just feel like something's choking me. Like my sweater, or like I feel really irritated with stuff on my neck. I don't know. Does somebody like have a throat surgery or a tube, or I don't know if there's been an injury or choked, or I just keep feeling that, like something's like constricting. Alright, choose the healing option. What will cause the least amount of suffering? This card is encouraging you to intuit and choose that option. That doesn't always mean giving in to somebody else's agenda. If you're enabling an addict, for example, that might cause more suffering than setting a tough love boundary. If a neighbor or coworker is constantly mean-spirited to everybody around them, confronting this person about their behavior and holding them accountable in a loving way could cause less overall suffering. When you do need to take a tough action or have tough conversations with yourself or somebody else, you can choose the healing option by setting the intention to channel love. A warrior's most powerful ally is love. The card asks that whenever possible and appropriate, that you be merciful with others. Soften your approach with yourself as well. Take actions to choose words now that encourage and embody healing. Employ your sixth sense not to hurt others or yourself unnecessarily. Okay. Let's see the energy coming towards you. It could be something with like archaeological, like archetypes or studying patterns. I really feel that behavioral analysis, patterning, or some sort of recognition within specific parameters of natural biology and habits of the human. I just feel like there's some sort of expert energy analysis, maybe even somebody decodes or sends codes and signals through, very interesting. Like something's covert, okay, or undercover. Here, I'm here in Albuquerque again, Albuquerque, and I believe that's in New Mexico. That's been very prominent here. If you're watching, you live in Albuquerque, that's cool. I do feel like it could have to do with, well, one, I heard drug lord, but there's something with like massive amounts of, I don't know. To me, it feels like people are smuggling, like landscaping shit with drugs in it. Using nature to smuggle like huge trees or logs or like some weird shit. You know what I mean? I don't know. I heard huge scandal. Huge scandal. Museums, and I heard Muslims as well. Okay. What, where is that deck? I think I said it. Alright, let's get in here. The person coming towards the water sign here. Let's see their intention. Okay, let's see their intention for the highest good of all here. Person coming towards the water side. Alright, thanks guys for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and the like button. I think I got 120 more subscribers to go before January 1st to get that 5,000. So if you have not subscribed yet and you're watching this, hit that subscribe button. Alright, the person coming towards you is somebody who is recovering. Somebody who's had a long recovery. Okay, excuse me. Okay. I feel like, too, this is somebody who wants to heal a specific dynamic. I want it to come all the way up. Heal? Wow. Somebody has a lot to say. Yeah, somebody has a lot to say. Okay. So somebody's coming from a place of pain or a place of just really being down and out to now making a very... They feel like they're determined. They're determined to... This guy's like watching this ship come and go. And I feel like this person, because he is older in the cloak, I feel like this person's watched this same ship back here come and go quite a few times. Quite a few times. And I think that these other options are like backup. This person's trying to muster the courage here to come forward. That's what this energy feels like to me, water sign. Somebody's trying to muster the courage to come forward here and take action. I do feel like this is being led by spirit guides or birds. The bird kingdom I'm hearing right now. Alright? Tell me about the Ten of Swords. I heard financial hardship. I'm hearing like the straw that broke the camel's back. Okay. There could be pain around just really their childhood, you know. Pain around seeing who their friends were. I feel like there's a lot of people perhaps celebrating a defeat that the person coming towards you has gone through. what I feel like is water signs. There's somebody who put the sword in your back, okay?
I got
And this
it.
person now, and it feels like it could have been 10 months, 10 years, 10 weeks. It's been a while. This person, it feels like around March, this person's going to make a move to travel, to see, to communicate, to
Mommy,
extend
I got it.
some sort of good
Mommy,
Samaritan. We'll put him back in the box, honey, so you have some sort of gesture of kindness, okay? This could have to do with, you know, children perhaps with the Page of Wands being out here. I do feel like, too, water signs first come towards you. Could be in some sort of legal trouble or within the justice system here, but I do feel like maybe the last time you see this person, they're just not going to look the same. Something's changed. They've gotten older. Somebody's hair's definitely gotten longer here. All right, the intention of this person coming towards. All right, yeah, the Tower, Death, and Seven of Pentacles. This person's like tired of fighting with you, tired of battling with you. This person, or whatever this energy has been around a situation. Okay, I don't know if that does have to do with children, but that Ten of Swords here. Ellison, put that up, please. Ellison, put it up. Don't peel your crown. Thank you.
What's it? My favorite. My favorite. My favorite. My favorite.
I wonder too if for some of you it's not like a child or somebody that's grown up and is now a lot older. With that, I feel like the turn of the tide for this person to sit there and look at that ship going day in and day out, day in and day out, and wonder what it would be like to be on that ship, to make that plan, to say the thing that somebody's wanting to say, to take the action that they feel. What did I read? That every soul comes in here with a heart's desire, right? A wish that their heart makes here to experience on their journey in life. And I feel like there was a path that this person went down here. I feel like it maybe perhaps even started as a childhood or stems back to their childhood. Like deep-seated things that perhaps they didn't even see about themselves until they started having interactions with like energies of those that, you know, parents or siblings, if they were abandoned or left out. You know, it does feel like there's kind of a somber energy here. Right? I just feel like it's been a long time nonetheless. Or it's like a parent that wasn't there, you know, and it's like it's been a long time. You know, I wondered for so long what it would be like to be a part of your life or to be a part. I'm hearing like an institute, so I'm not sure somebody's put an institute or it's pertaining to somebody's schooling or being away for so much time. But it just feels like even though you may feel like somebody doesn't see your worth, this is a parent or a lover, this person knows your grit. This person knows, you know, it's kind of, it's like cheering from the sidelines, so to speak. You know, have you ever had anybody in your life that's like cheers from the sidelines for you? You might not know that they're it, or might think that somebody has that ill will. For some of you, it's, you know, it's your father. Okay, this person's intention here, though, is for whatever upheaval or whatever needs to be said to come forward. You know, they've thought long and hard about what needs to go, what needs to be let go of. For some of you, this very well could be about a death, a loss, something unjust, or something that just didn't settle right with somebody in their soul. Maybe even the way that somebody had passed, or the way that somebody was found in their passing. Even through the grief, it just feels like there's always something that didn't settle with your soul here, okay? And somebody wants to, I don't know if somebody, this like a death or something still being invested into or investigated here too with the death in the tower. Yeah, see the peace doves, It's like community comes together and something's solved here. This person wants to bring that about for you. It's like, I feel like this person had a hand in fucking you over, and I don't think that they know how to exactly come forward and say that without you absolutely ridding them of their life or a specific perspective, because there's other things that played into why this person went to the level to target you. Okay, targeted is out here: physical abuse, mental abuse, bad news. This is very bad energy. Okay, that this is very painful energy. That's like the things that messed up things that people do to another, and that victim or the person that's been through that traumatic event sits and wonders, depending on what level of self-love they have, why do these things happen to me? Why am I not good enough to be loved? A lot of people can allow themselves to fall to such a pitiful state instead of saying, I know this is because, I stood my ground. This person is offended because I am becoming and am who I am, and there's nasty spirits that move amongst people. There really is. I do feel like somebody did something here, and they're like, it wasn't me. It was me, but it wasn't. They have yet to take responsibility for the actions right here, and I feel like that's too is why there's been such a long lapse in time or communication or any action that's been had to bring about something new. Okay. Two, I do feel like somebody's work, there's a lot of threes out here. Yeah, work, as soon as I say that. Somebody's work has also kept them away, or they use it as a way to, they may have fucked the relationship up with you in whatever way, but what they are doing in life, benefits humanity. So in a way, it's, I think this person worries about their karma, of what they've done, and like, some people are just going to get things play out the way that they do, and we can't sit and go back and rehash or wish and coulda, shoulda, woulda. We have to learn to accept that things are the way that they are, even if they feel unfair or targeted. It's like the sun's starting to shine through the window right now off a piece of metal, and it's like saying, hey, I'm over here. I feel like if somebody's been looking for a murder weapon, like a gun just shines out in the field and somebody finally finds it after a flood or something happens, like those sorts of miracles come about. Something seen from above or aerial viewed in that way. Right? This person really wants to, I don't know what this ending is, but it feels like with the death here, something actually is your birthright or is given to you, or I don't know, I just can't. I wanted to say black horse, but the horse is white. You know what I mean? This is like truly being invested into the duality of life. I feel like you inspire this person, water signs, to try and do things that before. Look at the wings on this chariot. This person's intention is to, I will say this person is traveling, wants to travel, or there is something pertaining to wanting to gift you or help you with your vehicle or a vehicle in whatever way that is. It even could be like your physical body. Alright, how's this person behaving towards you at this time all the way out? Nine of Wands, okay. So, I feel like, too, some of you might not know this person. This person might observe or keep an eye on you, or they feel in a way like they're guardian or protector of, especially if it's like praying or spirituality in that way. I don't know how this person, because I keep feeling like there's a slight little sneak peek of guilt or shame, whatever that might be. But nonetheless, it's like somebody who's definitely standing their ground for what they did or what had transpired. Definitely this person wants to have some sort of investment here. This could actually be pertaining to some sort of work venture, or just putting work towards this. I want to celebrate. I feel like there's going to be like a new job offer or a good Samaritan or somebody. When you meet people at the right moment, at the right place, at the right time. That thing's on its last legs. It feels more or less like that. Something that's just very divine that comes in with that expect the unexpected. And it's odd too because it almost feels like you might be underqualified for the position just because maybe there's a lack of schooling or like physical education within the third dimensional realm, but nothing that your experience doesn't encapsulate. So, all right, water signs, I am going to get you. Just feels like an offer and somebody when you put something in the past to show you how to do that. All right. Let's get an angel number. Thank you guys all for tuning in. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. We've been trying to get that 120 more. Water signs, you've got 2222. You can do everything by yourself, but life is to be shared. Partner up with the right spirit, and you will become a force to honor commitments and people around you. Don't judge and listen, okay? So this is about patience, humility, bringing balance into your life. Alright guys, I'm out of here. Look for the air signs read coming soon. This is from Idaho.